So I know the sun is shining in now, causing rainbows in my face, but I thought I wanted to show you because I just got some mail. I laid in an order on Amazon 2-3 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago I went to Norway and Sweden, where I'm from, and was there, and so I actually came back from there only yesterday, last night. I came back. So practically that means that the last day you saw was 2.5 weeks ago. However, now we're here. I put my little planty here, my big beautiful boy. I'm gonna water him too a little bit later. But anyways, some books that I thought I would show you. And so the first one is a book that I have been reading now for the last 2 weeks, sporadically I'd say, because I have to finish it for tomorrow. It's a book called An Essay on Typography, which is for my final tomorrow. And so I almost finished it. I have 30 more pages to go. I took notes in it. I, for the first time, inspired by some of my wonderful friends, lined the sentences that I liked and that I want to remember for the exam, because she's probably gonna ask me, my professor and the jury is probably gonna ask me about this book. So I'm gonna finish that, very soon finish. By tomorrow it's gonna be done. And then another one for another one of my exams. This is called Ways of Seeing by John Berger, which is a book that I want to read for my theory class called for the class called Phenomenology of the Image. There we go. So it's about how to see art in the context of its surroundings and in the context of history and so on and so forth. We've talked about this in class, and I think we've talked about most of what is written in here. And we also saw a series that is directed based on this book, I believe 3 or 4 part series we saw in class too. So this is more for like a fresh up and for using in my paper that I'm gonna hand in for the exam. I'm looking forward to reading this. I think I'm gonna read it next month, because I also have exams in September, which is when this one is gonna be. And then in the spirit of nature, because that is my favorite topic, both in literature and in art. As you can tell by some of my paintings, it always or mostly surrounds nature. So in the spirit of that, I have The Secret Network of Nature by Peter Wooleben. And the cover is probably the most beautiful cover I have ever seen. Look at this. Ah. Yes, I cannot wait, because I just finished The Hidden Life of Trees, which was another one of the books that I bought, and I loved it. I really did. And then the last one, which is a book that I didn't order, but it's called Hannah Coulter, and it's written by Wendell Berry. And this is a book that my boyfriend gave me, because it's one of his favorites, and so I'm currently reading it. I very much like it so far. I do. And so that is my collection of books that I'm looking forward to taking into my new apartment when I move now at the end of the month. And it looks so good. Finally I can have a bookshelf. Look at them, looking so great together. A good bunch that I'm very, very excited about and excited to read too. Yay! Yay! Also, I love these rainbows. In my new room, I'm totally gonna get one of those crystals that you hang in your window to create dances of colors and theater of rainbows.
failed, 'cause I don't think you want me here with you, and now you want me gone. I don't think that falling in love will happen to us, 'cause I don't wanna hear you lie, my dear, and fulfill my fears of all the wasted years, 'cause I don't deserve it. You can keep your destiny, and you can keep your faith.
I've been meditating and praying quite a lot recently. Normally I have a need of grounding myself because I can easily get all in my head and swirled up in thoughts and emotions. So I do have a few triggers that really throws off my balance for sure, and that's periods such as this. Exams, evaluations, grades, and I don't see the value in being a straight A student just for the content of my teachers anymore, because it burnt me out. So I've reached this state of mind or plateau now where I don't have as much capacity and have to be selective with which energies I claim and which energies I choose, which tasks I choose. But yeah, grades very easily get into my head, and that's why I've been meditating to get back to the collected and the balanced self that I normally am, that I normally thrive in. And so I find myself being very introverted, sleeping a lot, recharging in solitude, and I think that should be normalized. I think taking care of yourself should be normalized, which is why I'm talking about this. So yeah. Good morning. Today we are going to my favorite park here in Rome, and we're gonna read. It's a day of rest and peace and reading after 24 hours of hard work and an exam. And so this is when we recharge. This is when we get back to our proper, well-rested selves that are excited and ready to work for the next exams. I have an exam, or what Americans call my final, next Wednesday. Today it's Friday. Next Wednesday I have two finals, which is drawing and painting, which are my biggest classes, essentially also the ones that I want to do the best in. The day after that I have in basic computer science, which will be a class regarding Photoshop and such. Yeah. And so, gonna be quite intense, finishing all those 3 exams within the next 5 days, but I know I can make it. I've been working hard in at least the 2 biggest subjects the entire year, and so now it's just like gathering everything and finishing my last paintings. But that's a concern for tomorrow, because right now we're going to the park and we're gonna read, and I'm gonna wear my Birks, and we're gonna get tan. So let's go. Have a lovely day. So I find myself here in the shadow. I'm gonna probably move into the sun eventually to sunbathe a little bit. But it's so hot, it's 35 degrees Celsius, which is so much hotter than I'm used to back in Scandinavia. Yeah, I'm sitting on my little blanket here amongst the flowers and eating my beautiful crusty tortilla. Yum. And then I'm gonna read some. Egg drop soup. 3 ingredients, no money and little time, and almost no dishes. How much better can it be? A salty, warm, delicious soup after a warm, sunny day. Look at her go, look at her go. Yoo, another day of purpose. This is the best part of the painting. When you've come so far, you're working with the details and the entire picture just comes together, and suddenly it comes to life and it creates this beautiful ambience. It's not only something for the eye to visit, but for your presence to dive into. And it fills my heart with the feeling of passion, but also purpose. This is why I study art. This is why I study painting, for these moments where you're being absorbed into this flow of creation and the image speaks back to you and you're just following its lead. So that's what I'm feeling today, working with the small white details of the sunlight, trying to create some kind of perspective here, because I felt like I had a lack of that earlier. And so thanks to the sunlight, and I'm gonna be adding shadows later as the last step of the painting, so then it will really like protrude and differences and contrast. After 8-9 months of working on this painting, I'm finally here where I can hear its voice and follow its lead. Has me moved. It has me so moved. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, the universe, for giving me such a purpose. Today she's coming to life. We're adding color. I'm so excited. Oh, just watch the miracle happen. Look at this. There she is drying. The first layer of color. It's still subtle, but it's all about the slow build-up. Look at her. There she rests. Ah, beautiful. Beautiful. Also, I want to show you another package that I got in the mail. This is so nice. It's from Utrecht in the Netherlands. This is from a girl named Fleur. Fleur, not Fleur for sure, Fleur. Let's call her Fleur. She contacted me on Instagram because she had seen my YouTube channel. She has a small shop, a small web shop, and she wondered if she could send me a bookmark. And so here we are, and I got the bookmark. Look at it. Vision to paper. This is so exciting. I can't wait. I want to use the bookmark right away. Especially now that I just got so many good books. Oh wait, there are several. This is so cute. Oh, so much fun. Hi, Elvie. She sent me a handwritten letter. I hope you like the stuff I sent you. Just wanted to say again that your YouTube videos make me really happy. Thank you, Fleur. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will show the things you sent me right away. A few bookmarks. Beautiful. This one too. Which is actually supposed to be this way though. This one with the tree. I love nature. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And this one, which I think is a postcard. Judging by the back, Your color palette is very solid, Fleur. I think you have beautiful images here. These two are prints, or this one is print. And then I have another postcard. Wow. Fleur, thank you. I will cherish and treasure and appreciate and use these bookmarks and hang up these prints in my new room. I always send you a thought and a prayer of gratitude. Ah, I'm so moved. I'm so moved. I wiggle my toes. I'm so moved. I wiggle my toes. Oh, people don't really like that on the internet. Oops.
going very well. Surprisingly, no, not surprisingly. I've been working hard. I'm not gonna underestimate my work efforts, but I'm very glad with these exam experiences. Yeah, and our teachers have been making sure it makes you comfortable and wasn't joking. And it's very good experiences. And so painting now, our major and my favorite class, of course.
Further away, wait on the moment to say that I found somebody, I say you don't cross my mind. And she doesn't know that your favorite place is still mine. Now I take the long way home, avoid what I can't let go. I don't
Look at this.
always think about you, but sometimes I do, 'cause sometimes I drive through all of the streets we used to on First Avenue, 'cause sometimes I don't even know where I'm going at first. All of the turns that I had to unlearn, back to the surface, the feeling of all that we learned. I don't always think about you till First Avenue, that's when I do.
Look at that. Oh, look at that. And all that oil. Mmm, so delicious.
I guess the truth is I can't leave memories behind.
The sun got a little intense there for a second. I'm often reminded by my body that I was not born into or made for a hot climate like this. I find myself experiencing a lot of fatigue now that it's so insanely hot. Between 35 and 37 degrees Celsius, I'd say. And yeah, I've also relearned how unbalanced I get when work to pleasure or work to downtime is unbalanced. I get so in my feels, and often I also feel like everything I feel just magnifies into 100, and suddenly I'm there sitting in an emotional situation where I don't recognize myself, and I don't recognize my feelings, or don't understand why did this trigger me so immensely. And yeah, I've also discovered how I'm such an overthinker, and rediscovered what a necessary tool I find meditation to stop this spiral of thinking, because I'm very bad at that when I don't have the energy to work from my usual framework, where I don't have the energy to follow my usual rules and habits. In periods where I can't ground myself through my daily practices or habits, or through outer stimuli, but only like work with myself, I turn into a version of myself that I no longer am. And I want to thank all my friends and my wonderful boyfriend for being so patient with me these few weeks, because I've not been myself, and I think I've shown some sides of myself, projected something both inwards and outwards that I don't want to be recognized with, or that I don't want to be described as. I get very existential. I normally am too, but now I get like confused existentially. However, now I'm recharging though. Now I'm recharging, and I'm about to start my moving process, and a lot of exciting things are happening from now on for the next 1.5 months until I start my exams again. Thank you for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and that you could somehow feel inspired by what I've been doing this week, and then I might see you in another video. If I had food in my teeth the entire time, I'm gonna be quite embarrassed.
I don't always think about you till First Avenue, that's when I do.